Welcome students, welcome to all in physics lecture. I am Murukute VG from physics department. This is the first lecture of the 12th standard. So welcome to all students. In 11th standard we have studied Gaussian theorem. Means this Gaussian theorem gives the relation between electric flux and electric charge. Then in 12th standard we studied the next, that is the applications of the Gaussian law. Then in 11th standard we studied the formula for the Gaussian law, and this formula is phi is equal to q upon epsilon 0, which gives the integration of E bar into ds bar. Means phi, which is equal to phi means the electric flux, total flux coming out of a closed surface, and q means the total charge inside the closed surface. Means then we study in 12th standard, that is the next part, that is applications of Gaussian law. In 11th standard we studied Gaussian law. Then in 12th standard we studied the next part, that is applications of Gaussian law. Then the first is electric field intensity due to uniformly charged spherical shell or hollow sphere. Means here we consider this is the spherical shell of radius capital R. Means this is the shell of radius capital R with center O and charge to a uniform charge density. Means this sphere charge to a uniform charge density, and this uniform charge density means sigma. Means uniform charge density, symbol for the uniform charge density is sigma. Means charge density which is equal to charge per unit area. If we calculate charge on this sphere, so rearrange this equation, q is equal to sigma into A. But we know that the sphere of area which is equal to 4 pi r square. So q is equal to sigma into 4 pi r square. Then this sphere which is placed in the medium of permittivity, which gives epsilon is equal to medium of permittivity, means the symbol for the permittivity which is equal to epsilon, and this can be written as epsilon 0 k, where k is the dielectric medium. Then to find here electric field intensity at point P, means here we calculate the electric field intensity outside the sphere, that is, and the inside the sphere and on the sphere. Means here we calculate the electric field at outside the sphere, on the sphere and inside the sphere. So let us calculate the first, that is when the point lies on the outside the sphere. Means P lies which is outside the sphere, and it consists of a small area ds. Means this is the small area, means this P which is surrounded by a small area ds, and means this P which is, then this, consider this P which is passes through the Gaussian sphere. Means this line shows that the Gaussian surface and whose radius is small r. Then according to the Gaussian law, we know that according to Gaussian law, E bar into ds bar, which gives, if we open the dot product, then this equation can be written as E ds cos theta, where cos theta is the angle between E and ds. Means angle between E and ds. Then what is the value of the theta? Means if the positive charge on the sphere, means because of the positive charge on the sphere, electric field directed outward. Means if there is a positive charge, so electric field directed outwards, and also the sphere of the radius, also area of small substance, means this area of the small substance perpendicular to the plane surface. Means this area is perpendicular to the plane surface, that is means electric field and area which is directed outwards and both are the same line. So theta gives 0, means theta value is 0, and if you substitute cos 0, then cos 0 we know that, as you know, the cos 0 value is 1. Then substituting cos 0 value in this equation, then this equation is EDS. This is the value of the E bar ds bar, which is equal to EDS. Then to find the total electric flux through the Gaussian surface. Total electric flux means phi, which is the Gaussian surface. Then formula is flux is integration of E ds, means integration of E bar ds, means this equation can be written as integration, E means the constant term, integration of ds bar. Integration of ds bar. Then means substitute we as integration of ds means the total area, which is total area of the small area. Means here we consider on this sphere there number of small areas, and so the total area of this sphere, which is equal to 4 pi r square. So substitute the value of ds, means to integration of all small areas, which gives the value of 4 pi r square. Here we take the Gaussian sphere, so radius is small r is there. So the flux is total flux which is passing through the Gaussian sphere is E into 4 pi r square. This is the equation 2. And as we know that according to the Gaussian theorem, formula for the Gaussian theorem, phi is equal to q upon epsilon naught. This is the first equation and this is the second equation. So here we consider left side of these two equations is same, so right side also same. So from 1 and 2, these equations can be written as q upon epsilon naught, which is equal to E dot 4 pi r square. So according to the Gaussian theorem is q upon epsilon naught, and the flux formula is E into 4 pi r square. Means both these consist of flux formula. So left side is equal, so right side is equal. Convert this equation in the form of E is equal to q upon 4 pi epsilon r square. Then rearranging this equation, E is equal to q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 r square. But in starting we considered the charge on sphere, that is charge on the sphere, which gives sigma into 4 pi r square. Then substitute this value in this equation. Q is sigma 4 pi r square upon denominator factor is 4 pi epsilon 0 r square. Then we know that 4 pi get cancelled. So here is sigma r square upon epsilon 0 r square. This is the value of the electric field outside the shell. Means this is the value of the electric field outside the shell. But means here we find the electric field which is outside the sphere, on the sphere and inside the sphere. So here we consider the two cases. First case is case 1. Case 1 is if point P lies on the surface of the charge sphere. Means P lies on the surface of the charge sphere. Means if this P lies on the surface of the charge sphere, means small r which is equal to capital R. So this equation means electric field outside the sphere. This equation substituting capital R in place of small r, then the relation is E is equal to Q upon 4 pi, here is Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught capital R square is there. But we know that the sigma value which is equal to Q upon 4 pi R square, means this is by converting this equation, sigma is equal to Q upon 4 pi R square, then Q upon 4 pi R square, then the equation remains E is equal to sigma upon epsilon 0, means if the point lies on the surface, then electric field is sigma upon epsilon 0. Then the second case, that is the electric field is inside the, means if point P lies inside the sphere, means if the point P lies inside the sphere but there is no charge, means inside the sphere there is no charge, so surface charge density is 0. So if the surface charge density is 0, means here we substitute 0, then electric field also 0. So then in today's video we studied the Gaussian law. In 11th standard we studied the Gaussian theorem, and in 12th standard we studied their applications. Different applications. Here today we consider the first applications of Gaussian law, which is based on the spherical shell which charge is uniformly distributed. Then the next video we will study about electric field intensity due to an infinitely long straight charge wire. Thank you.